Okay, positioning. People say that the three most important areas of wrestling are positioning, positioning, positioning. I think that could be true for some of us maybe not. We all have different fires to stomp out. Some of us struggle more than others, but this is certainly something that's a key area that you should emphasize. We have five key areas that we have power positions. Everything we try to do is simplified and in a systematic approach. You know, as far as how to win matches, getting to your feet, warming up, mental prep before a match. You know, there's four key things that we do, and then we teach our kids that. You know, as far as positioning is concerned, the way to think about it is this, and this is a common theme in our practices and camps in our academy, obviously, is I would rather win 1-0 than 12-11. Once you can wrap your brain around that, you can be on your way to high level wrestling. Too often we just drill random wrestling moves, but those kids don't have a chance. You know, not maybe in the 80s you did, but nowadays you don't. Positioning is key, and it should be something that we spend a lot of time on, as well as hand fighting and breaking your opponent's positioning. And not just hand fighting. You know, I can circle to the right, and if you're going to let me get behind you and take you down, that's not going to happen. So my opponent will circle and face me. You know, I can make my opponent move his feet without touching him. If I fake and he sprawls, I made him move his feet and didn't touch him. So, you know, breaking your opponent's positioning is and maintaining yours at the same time. That's the hard part. We're all in a good stance when the ref blows a whistle. You know, I'll watch my kids' videos and I'll hit the pause button at 3 seconds. And I'll take a picture of the video screen. I'm like, look at your stance. You turn, you showed him your right ear, you reach with the right hand, right leg's forward. I mean, what is that? You know, we're supposed to keep our right pec over our right knee, roll your eyeballs in the back of your head, wrestle through the top of your head. We don't wrestle with our head up, we wrestle with our head down. You make contact with your left hand first. That's our system for making contact. And so, you know, our kids have to be trained in these things. But as far as I would rather win 1-0 than 12-11, that's very important. I always say, you know, if the match was 15 or 20 minutes long, the best guy would always win, but they won't, you know, because the match, the short amount of time on that clock is the limiting factor in the sport of wrestling, and that's what makes wrestling, you know, one of the upset sports of the world. And positioning is key. You can't be fast and strong and explosive unless you're in great position. So what we'll do is we'll say, you know, some people might get taken down 3 times with a single leg, and then their coaches and the dads and the kids they're working single leg defense. I say no. Why was he there 3 times in a minute or 2 minutes anyway? 3 times in 2 minutes someone was on your leg. If you wrestle for 30 minutes of live wrestling, you know, you're going to get taken down 74 times with a single leg. We have to keep the kid off of our leg to begin with. That's positioning. And the defense and technique, that comes later. First of all, we have to close up those holes in our game. And that's something that I think everyone watching this that wants to be a great wrestler needs to focus on.